Hey everybody, welcome to another update on my shop. If I haven't posted for a while, so I thought I'd do a video update for my Instagram subscribers on Metal Mill 52. Now you can see a little video update of some of the projects that I'm working on, and my lovely wife is actually doing the recording this time on purpose so that I can show you some of the things with the Gingery Shaper. First of all, the locomotive, if you're a live steamer and you're curious about what's happening with that, I put the cab on it. I basically put it back together. Fred came over, we tested some things again, and it's essentially ready to go. I'll do a steam test, hopefully a live track test this spring. We need to take it over to the track. The one more thing I need to do is to build a propane car for it, and I do have the trucks for it underneath the tender over there. So that'll be the next project. But while I had the opportunity, if you followed along on Instagram lately, you've noticed that I've been working on the Gingery Shaper, and I'm pretty excited because I've got it to a place where a lot of things are, the fitting is done. The most recent thing I did last night, I put the shims in for the clamps for the ram, and I adjusted the gib screws and all that, so it slides perfectly. There's no slop in it, and I'm very excited about how that fits. Just the same way as the work table support on the column, back and forth, that all fits nicely. And of course the biggest thing is the bearing support, which I put on. I put the bearings in last night. I put them some Loctite in there, and I've got a 3/4 inch piece of steel in there just to kind of show. And if you'll step around this way, dear, come on. I've showed this before. Instead of using a belt drive or a chain drive, I'm planning on using this gear. And the cool thing is this, I got the little small driving gear that will drive it, and I need to come up, since this is not the standard way, I need to come up with a way of supporting this. What I think I'm going to do, probably end up drilling 2 holes in the casing here, and I'll have little bearing supports just like the big one on the side there. You don't need to go back there. But one thing, if you notice, instead of the Gingery plans call for a spreader bar here, I knew that would take up inside space, so I made this block that's a 3¼ inch inside, and it screws into the back, so it's a nice solid support for the columns, and it leaves more interior room for the driving gear. So I'll do updates on that. The next thing I've got, this is the nice piece of steel that gear was mounted on. I'll need to, the gear will be reversed, so I need to drill the hole for the spring pin in a different spot, and then I also need to turn down the shaft down to 3/4 inch so it'll fit in the bearing. So it'll go out this way, and I'll be cutting that off. But those will be, I'll show pictures of that, still pictures of that in upcoming episodes of my Instagram posting. So that's today's update. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for my lovely wife for doing the videography, and we'll see you around.